NFL Week 16 picks. We have the 9-5 Denver Broncos at the Los Angeles or San Diego Chargers. In this game, I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos. I don't like it because I know that means that Bengals are basically eliminated from the playoffs if the Broncos win. I'll be rooting for the Chargers. I just think the Broncos are too good. And the Chargers, I did pick them to lose against Tampa Bay, but I didn't expect Tampa Bay just to clown them. And that's what happened in that game. They got blown out by Tampa from what the score shows. Well, I'm going to go with Denver. I know it's a divisional game. Divisional games can go either way, but I don't like that Chargers team. I don't know. I don't think they're that great. I think the Broncos team is better under Sean Payton. I'll take Sean Payton over. Is it Jim Harbaugh? Or is it John? No, that's Jim. That's Jim Harbaugh. Yeah, I'll take Sean Payton over Jim Harbaugh. I think the Broncos are just a better team. I don't know. I can't go with the Chargers. Chargers seem weird to me. I want the Chargers to win. Don't get me wrong, because that will open us. That would give the Bengals a chance to win. I mean, Bengals a chance of actually hunting for that 9-8 wild card spot. But I just don't see it happening. I don't. Also, the Broncos have to lose out just for the Bengals to get that, and the Bengals do play the Broncos. But yeah, I think the Broncos win this game. I think the Broncos are going to get that final wild card spot. All right. The next game we have the Texans versus the Chiefs. If Patrick Mahomes is going to play, I'm pretty sure he's going to play because I think he only just sprained his ankle. I don't think it was anything serious. I think Andy Reid came out and said it's nothing serious. So I'm going to take the Chiefs in a close game. It won't be like the Browns game where it's a blowout in the Chiefs' favor, because the Chiefs typically don't blow out anybody. The Browns just stink. The Cleveland Steamers just aren't that good. The Texans are pretty good. The Chiefs are a master at winning close games. If this was in Houston, maybe I don't even know if I'd even go with Houston then. I think I would probably still pick the Chiefs, actually. I think it's going to be a close game. Chiefs play everybody pretty much close except the Browns. Oh. But I got the Chiefs in this game, yeah. Next game, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Baltimore Ravens. Ooh, this should be a great game. It should be a great game. Which one of these teams have had the other team's number? I think the Steelers normally do, right? I mean, but they could be splitting this year or something like that. But I think the Steelers typically have beaten the Ravens percentage-wise. I think they usually tip. I think Mike Tomlin knows how to play the John Harbaugh and the Ravens. I'm gonna take the Steelers. I think the Steelers, because they got clowned by the Eagles a little bit. They got pretty much blown out. It was embarrassing. It was an embarrassing loss. I think the Steelers are a much better team than that. So I'm going to take the Steelers in a very close game, probably by a field goal. It could go the Ravens' way. I don't really know. It's like that. I'm not like, this is football. It can go either way, especially when the teams are pretty much even, and these teams are pretty close. But I do like, I think the Steelers have a better, don't the Steelers have a little slightly better overall defense than the Ravens? But then you'll just say, when you go to the Ravens, you say the Ravens have a better offense with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. And you can have a case for that too. But I'm going to go with the team that I think has a slightly better defense because I think they won last time. They could win again. Are the Steelers playing for something? I think they might be playing for... wait a second. This is for the division. I'm stupid. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I got the Steelers. Next game, we have the New York Giants at the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons at home. We're still trying to fight for a wild card spot. Or is it division? No, it might be both. Yeah, I got the Falcons at home. Giants don't really have much to play for, even though they're going to play for pride and the players are playing for their jobs. But the Falcons are actually playing to try to get into the playoffs still. So I'll take the Falcons. The next game we have is the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. It's a divisional game, but the Bills just, they're going to smack them around because that's what the Bills do to inferior teams. Because the Bills are number 1. They're better than the Patriots. I got the Bills in this game. My Arizona Cardinals at the Carolina Panthers. I'm going to go with the Arizona Cardinals. They're still fighting for a spot, I believe. I'm going to go with the Cardinals. Next game we have is the Detroit Lions at the Chicago Bears. I'm definitely not picking the Chicago Bears. I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions. Next game we have is the Tennessee Titans at the Indianapolis Colts. Does Indy really have much to play for? I guess there's a slim chance they could get a wild card spot. Still, I'm not sure. I didn't look. Does a 9-8 record still get some teams in? I'll go with Indy. They're the better team. It is a divisional game. It can go either way, but I'm going to go with Indy. We have the St. Louis Rams next, or the Los Angeles Rams. With the New York Jets. Or North Jersey. Stop it. Stop it. The New York Jets. Stop it, that shit. Don't call them North Jersey Jets. That's messed up. Well, this is the easy one to pick. I got the Los Angeles Rams. Or the St. Louis Rams. If you take that L away. And the A away. I have the St. Louis, Los Angeles Rams. The next game we have is the fifth. No, stop. Then why would you call your own team that? Are you fucking stupid? Well, the city's crappy. But the team is great and legendary. The Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington Redskins. You can't say that word on YouTube. I can say it with an F I want. I'm not Mr. Politically Correct. Sorry, but not sorry. Of course I'm going to take my team in this game because my team is the best team in the league and their Super Bowl odds just skyrocketed because everybody realizes now who is the legendary Super Saiyan. It's this team with its receiving core, with its running back, with its defense. It's the best overall team in the NFL and they're going to win the Super Bowl. Oh my God, why are you saying that? Well, there's also people that want to shit talk online that I've seen on the NFL's YouTube channel that says that the Eagles are frauds, they're saying, and they're saying that they're going to be exposed in the playoffs. We shall see, because I think my team's going all the way this year. Yeah, of course I got my Eagles over the Washington Redskins. I'm not going to pick my divisional opponent, especially with the way the Eagles are playing lately. The Eagles are playing great. The next game, we have the Cleveland Steamers at the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll pick the Bengals to win this game. It's a divisional game. I don't know if the Bengals... we'll find out. After Thursday, we'll find out if this game has any meaning to it. But I'm still going to go with the Bengals. I think the Bengals are going to play out. People talk about draft picks, and yeah, they are very important sometimes. But at the same time, it's not like everything. You still want to try to get your team to play good and stuff like that. I don't know. But the Bengals really do need more players on the defensive side of the ball. Maybe improve that O-line still, because it seems like people are getting Joe Burrow at times. But yeah, I don't know. I think defense is the most important part to repair, obviously, on the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, I'm going with the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going with the Bengals, yeah. Okay, the next game we have is the Minnesota Vikings at the Seattle Seahawks. In this game, I'm going to go with... This is actually a very interesting game. It's in Seattle. But Vikings are probably going to be still playing for trying to get either the number 1 seed or the division. The division's up for grabs. in the NFC North. And because that, I'm going to go with the Vikings, who I think people kind of underrate. But at the same time, you could say the same about Seattle, but Seattle looked like cock-a-poo-poo dee-dee-doo-dee-doo against Green Bay Packers, another NFC North team. And if the Seattle Seahawks can't handle the Green Bay Packers, can they handle the Minnesota Vikings, who are also from the same division and probably plays a similar type of ball? I would say probably not. So I'll take the Vikings. Because a lot of times, people don't realize, but a lot of times the way teams play is very similar to the teams that are actually in their division, oddly enough. Even though the Eagles don't play anything like the Giants. The Eagles are more like the Redskins, and the Eagles have some similarities. And even the Cowboys had a better running game. They'd be like similar to the Eagles style of playing a little bit. I don't know why it works like that, but it just happens to be. And I'm with the Vikings. I don't trust the Seattle Seahawks. They looked terrible against Green Bay. Jacksonville I know it's 1 week. Next week they could be a totally different team. Maybe they just were off for whatever reason. People could say that too, but I think the safer pick is the Vikings in this game. Anyways, the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Oakland Raiders, or do we call them the Las Vegas Raiders now? The Jacksonville. Stop that. Why do I do that? Why do I do that? Why do I like calling the teams what I grew up with? Where like this is what they were called when I was growing up. Anyways. So, yeah. The Jaguars win. Congratulations. I think the Raiders might be just playing for a draft pick at this point. You say the same. Well, the Jaguars. I mean, I think Doug Pearson might be trying to fight for his job, but he's probably going to. The guy in the Raiders too. I don't know what his contract's like. This might be his only year too. I know it's his first year, but just everything looks really bad, and I think it's just because some of the roster on the Raiders just wasn't really good at all. But sometimes they blame the coach for that too. So I don't know what's up with that guy's job, if it's safe or not. I don't make the decisions. What's his name that owns the Raiders does? What's the guy or something like that? I can't even think of his name at the moment. I can't think of it. Sorry. Anyways, I got the Jaguars. San Francisco 49ers at the Miami Dolphins. Oh my God. This is like, I think both these teams are probably going to be out of the playoff spot. I think they are almost basically out of it. They're still a little bit alive. Maybe a 9-8 record could make it, but losers game is done. I am going to take. I think I'm going to take San Francisco. San Francisco's defense is good. Their offense is questionable, though. I don't know about that Dolphins team. I caught parts of that Dolphins game against, who were they playing against? They looked bad at times, stuff like that. It was on the red zone. And I also picked the Dolphins to lose, I think, too. I forget who they were playing. Anyways, let's move on. I got the Niners in that game, though. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Dallas Cowboys. This is a Sunday night game. Dallas might be playing for a playoff spot, for a wild card spot. It's a very slim chance. Tampa's probably going to have that division even if they lose this game. Tampa's defense is still a little bit questionable. Oh, is that who the Dolphins were playing? Were they playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? That might have been who they were playing. Where's Tampa playing somebody else? I forget now. I know I picked Tampa to win in Week 15, but in this game, I think I'm going to go with Dallas in a close game. Because there might be a very slim chance Dallas has a shot at the wild card spot with a 9-8 record. I don't know what gets anybody in. I think I'm going to go with Dallas. I picked Dallas to win last week, and I picked Tampa to win also against whoever the hell they were playing. I forget who they were playing. Tampa was playing against, I remember now, they were playing against the Chargers. They embarrassed the Chargers. But I still think Tampa's defense might be a little bit questionable at times. I think they played a little bit better in that game, but the Chargers' offense is questionable. Because the Chargers, who's the receivers on the Chargers? Isn't that kind of the weak spot on the Chargers, where they don't have many offensive weapons, and that's kind of why the Chargers are in the position they are, where they're just they're kind of a middle of the road team because they have a lot of weak bots on their team, but they have a pretty solid quarterback in Justin Herbert, but he doesn't really have anybody to throw to. I think that's the Chargers' problem, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Dallas Cowboys at home to win a very close one. Dallas is gonna. I think Dallas will beat the team that the Eagles can't ever beat, because the Eagles like to lose to Tampa Bay all of a sudden. They can't beat Baker Mayfield. But I think Dallas is going to show we can beat Baker Mayfield, but the Eagles can't. I know triangle theories don't work. I mean, we could the Eagles could end up playing the Tampa Bay later on in the playoffs, stuff like that, and we could end up winning that and avenging those 2 losses we had to them where Tampa completely embarrassed us. But I don't know. Baker Mayfield's pretty good. I think the biggest problem with the Buccaneers is that sometimes their defense is inconsistent, and I think for some reason on this night it's going to be inconsistent, and Dallas is going to be able to find some holes in it. So I got Dallas at home. They win a close one. It'll probably be like a field goal. They'll probably win it like near the end of the game with a field goal. May even go to overtime because it might be close. Because Buccaneers are still playing for something. I just think that the Buccaneers are probably going to end up winning that division either way. Because I didn't look at the Falcons' record, but I don't know what who they play, and yeah, whatever. I'm dragging that on. Next, we got the New Orleans Saints at the Green Bay Packers. In this game, I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers. The Saints season is over. It is over. And I think they're dealing with a lot of injuries, too. And there's no shot at a playoff berth for the Saints. There's no team that can make it with an 8-9 record. I don't even think that's possible. I think the only way that would be I don't know. Have they been totally eliminated? I don't know if they're totally eliminated, but it's a very small % chance. You probably would have to have all these other teams lose, but I don't think that's even possible because I think a lot of these teams are going to be playing each other, so don't know if that's going to happen. Or if it can happen, actually. They may have been eliminated, I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm going with the Green Bay Packers at home. Green Bay still has something to play for, and Green Bay's been looking pretty solid lately. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.